16.
I don't think there's a maybe with that one, partner.
Yeah. Touchdown as well in the game. I'm thinking, if I'm the Riders, maybe reward him here. They might go to McKnight, but see if they go to Collins here. And touchdown, Caleb Hawley. Right now, it is getting ugly for the Toronto Argos, and the Riders are absolutely rolling.
Well, Ricky Collins doesn't get the touchdown, but he's going to get an assist here. If you watch on the left side of your screen, he creates a little rub with his inside route, leaving Caleb Hawley open for the touchdown. Maybe I'll have a little shout out for his mom, Quandolin, in Anchorage, Alaska. Right?
Yes, well, we'll see. Of course, our games beamed to the United States.
Yeah, man.
Another point added. Tyler Krapina. Caleb Hawley finishes off a piece of magic from Ricky Collins. The Riders shredding the Argos right now, 29-zip.
I'll take it. I'll take it on Facebook.
Caleb Hawley, you're waiting for that shout out, aren't you? Devin Wiley. On a day that keeps getting worse for the Argos, but how about this? Catch by Ricky Collins, who made this look easy. Gulp.
He stuck it. Like, it's not like he juggled it in one hand. Stuck it with that hand.
You gain an appreciation.
That's what CFL TSN. Go slug shot, you feel me?
Yeah, that was a golden catch by Ricky Collins. Drew Willie still in. Got the Riders on the roll here. Connects on the sideline. They're saying incomplete. But, you know, we're talking about, you watch pregame, and a lot of the receivers, for about the first half hour, that's all they're doing.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
One-handed catches.
Yeah. You know, people may think of it as showing off or whatever, or working on tricks. But
there might have been a little mustard on that one.
But I mean, a part of it is honestly just getting a feel for the football. You know, it's a regular drill for receivers to do.
Willie, second down. Still can't find anybody home.
I mean, this is it, right? That time there's a protection, but nobody's open. Previous time, Drew Willie makes a nice escape from the backfield. And the receiver can't hang on to the ball. You know, the expression on the face of General Manager Jim Barker kind of says it all.
That D-line, the front seven, they're teeing off on the Argos O-line right now, and Willie has nowhere to roam. And it's Mitchell Gale's turn. Former Argo back on the field in Toronto. By the Argos, and right now it would appear miraculous. Darian Durant's done for the day, shut down. It's Mitchell Gale's turn to get some reps.
And this is obviously partly the game circumstance, but partly the situation for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, where it's partly about developing a guy for the future, giving him some reps, giving him an opportunity to play.
Joe McKnight again. I'm sure Chris Jones is saying, you know, we may have a running back. Keep in mind, Curtis Steele out of the lineup. But Joe McKnight has run all over the Argos.
Yeah, Joe McKnight's not going to give up his job easily. Nice block at the point of attack by Jarrell King. You had the puller Thaddeus Coleman from the backside. And Joe McKnight, I was a little concerned when he had a 7-yard run earlier that was hurting his average. Well, this one will even things out.
14 carries, 139. Play action. The Argos bit there, and it is incomplete. McKnight has had a great day.
Well, right from his first touch of the football, he's been noticeable in this ball game. Terrific explosive burst. A number of big runs for him throughout. Averaging 9.9 yards a carry, 9.92. 85714.
Thank you, John Russell.
Stats wizard, John Russell.
He gets it to the 1,000th, maybe the 10,000th.
Tremendous detail from John Russell. This, we've got some good stats guys.
Oh, yes. We have a Mount Rushmore of stats guys.
Yes, we really do.
And we'd like to thank them all for their hard work during the seasons. And as this season winds down, and for Saskatchewan, a season winding down, and I know playoffs are bust at times for a lot of teams, but the way the Riders have looked coming down the stretch here, there are some positive signs moving forward, especially next year, moving into a brand new stadium. Bartel. And an end around here. Reversing it for Wiley. Devin Wiley cuts it back, and Wiley has a good return and a nice play. And Drew Willie, it looks like, is not coming out. The Argos are putting the ball in the hands of Dan Lefevre. Good luck, son. You're down 29.
He'll have the ball with good field position here. Wiley took the flip on the reverse. Well executed by the Argo blockers as well. They had that wall out to the right side of the field. Convoy.
Well, this will be a different look. Lefevre, good with the feet. Let's see if he can put some points on the board in this final minute and a half. Bronx cheer goes up after they mention Lefevre's name. Drew Willie, 11 of 23, 87. Clearly not a good day for him, and still unable to get a lead as an Argo quarterback. Lefevre moves the pocket now. This is what he does. He'll go for that first down. And he's tough to contain. It'll be a lot different here for these rush ends for the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Yeah, and again, it changes your playbook, which also impacts a team defensively that has prepared for Drew Willie. So a nice change of pace, and you think back to when Dan Lefevre started his career with Hamilton, had so much success in 2013 when there was a special package implemented in their offense for Lefevre. The defenses had to prepare for something that was very different from the Cats' base offense. You have an opportunity to do some of the same here in Toronto.
It's going to be third down and inches, so Lefevre about to give the Argos their first down of this quarter with 45 seconds to go. That's the kind of day it's been, the night it's been for the Argos. Again, Dan Lefevre and Logan Kilgore, who came in relief of Ricky Ray when he was hurt, were able to get wins for the Argos. Drew Willie not yet.
And to be fair to Drew Willie, thrown into the fire. The situation he's been in this year, kind of worked with one group of receivers for a week, and then it's a new group of receivers, largely inexperienced.
Brandon Whitaker picks up 7, so second and manageable, and yeah, he has been thrown in and also ordained as the next one here. Scott Milanovich style quarterback. And then of course Dan Lefevre, who got the win and everything else, he's pushed to the sideline. So don't think for a moment that Dan Lefevre doesn't have a chip on his shoulder pad right now. Decides to burn one here, and it's a jump ball, and Brian Jones brings it down. Wasn't a well-thrown football. Jones came back to it, but on second down, this is the furthest the Argos have been all game long, and they're threatening to put points on the board, but they've been shut out through 3 quarters. Dan Lefevre connects with Jones. 3 quarters complete. We'll head to the 4th. It's Toronto 29-0. Argos have been lifeless for the most part, but Dan Lefevre's come in and has them close to the end zone right here. Chance to put some points on the board. I know it sounds crazy, but you never know in the Canadian Football League, and maybe Lefevre can do something here.
Well, obviously a lot of time left in this football game. I don't know, based on the way it's gone up until this point.
Well,
the Saskatchewan Roughriders have turned in a pretty convincing performance. The Argos struggles aside, you have to give a lot of credit to the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the performance that they've had today in all 3 phases of the game. And I don't see them looking to let off the gas pedal here.
Funny thing is, it was a very close game even into the second quarter. Certainly a manageable game for the Argos to get back in it. But once that Joe Craig touchdown was taken to the house, the punt return, it just seemed the Argos sunk to the absolute bottom. And now with Lefevre at the helm, trying to finally get a point. Lefevre, end zone. Last time the Argos were shut out was 2009. Last time they were shut out at home, which appears they likely won't be since they're deep into Saskatchewan territory. But the last time they were shut out at home through 3 quarters, 1992. You were 10 years old at that time.
I was 10 years old and playing in that game.
Yes, you were. By Calgary, 24-0. You score in that game? Fever. And to Jones again. Now, again, here's the thing. Do you take points?
I'd take the points at this stage.
Just get something on the board. You take the points. They're bringing out Hiralahu.
Yeah, I mean, get something started.
You get 3 down territory, you don't make it, you're likely going to get shut out the entire game.
Well, this is it. You actually have some momentum for the first time since early in this ball game. And if you come away with nothing here, you completely hand that momentum back.
Well, the crowd says it all. They get on the board here. Long, long road for the Argos today. All Pacific on TSN 2 and in 4K. And of course, this is also the home of Toronto FC and the Argos. BMO Field, home of the 104th Grey Cup. Late November. Praying for a day like today. Well, guess who's back? Darian Durant is back at quarterback. Handing it off to Joe McKnight. So Mitchell Gale, who came in for a series, and that's it. Darian wasn't done for the day.
Well, it may have been a predetermined thing to bring Mitchell Gale in and give him a couple of series along the way in this ball game. Because certainly to me it seemed a little early to take a starting quarterback out regardless of the score.
Let's see him again, but 29-3 now. A Rider team that has looked completely different than the Rider team early in the season, and an Argo team that has looked ghastly different than the Argo team early in the season.
Yeah, teams headed in complete opposite directions in recent weeks. Argos losing 8 of 9, Saskatchewan winning 3 straight.
Timeout, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan timing the timeout. 3rd down here. And they bring their offense back on the field. They were going to go for it. So they're going to go for it on 3rd down here. And I guess take a look back at where the yard marker was. But they had brought out Josh Bartel and decided to go after this.
Well, the way their offensive line has played in this ball game, the odds are in their favor on this gamble.
They're in shotgun. They give it off to McKnight, and especially the way this guy has crashed the line. What a debut he's had for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Remarkable 3-yard pickup. One of his runs today that are way below average, but he has been way above average.
Catches everybody pinching down, expecting the inside run, bounces it out, moves those sticks.
17 carries, 149. We might see a healthy dose of 33. I don't know how much gas he might have left in the tank. Play action to Hawley. He scored one of the touchdowns. Saskatchewan will head home after this Eastern trip, Ontario trip that featured a trip to Parliament Hill. A few selfies as well, and they have Montreal next week. They continue the farewell tour of Mosaic, getting ready for the trip into the new Mosaic next year, and by all accounts a phenomenal stadium. That looked like that pass was altered a bit. They have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. So now, 3rd and about 4.5. The Riders will bring out Josh Bartel.
And you hear the calls from the sidelines to watch the fake. I wouldn't anticipate Saskatchewan doing it, but generally around midfield, that is where the alarm bells go off, the warning bells. But I suspect Josh Bartel will look to give the Argos a very long field with which to start here.
Watch the Riders as they hustle to the line in this formation. Tell. Deontay Spencer from his 15. Couple of cutbacks. There's a penalty flag down. 10:29 to go in Toronto. Dan Lefevre take it the rest of the way.
Well, Dan Lefevre getting ready for his 2nd series at the helm of this Argo offense. Pretty decent start. Did it with his legs, did it with his arm. Couple of big plays to at least provide a little bit of a spark. Helping get the Argos on the scoreboard finally here in the 4th quarter.
From the end zone, south end zone here at BMO Field. Here comes that rush again. Lefevre gets hammered, blindsided. Jeff Hecht, former St. Mary's Husky, bringing the heat, flexing his muscle.
Well, I think it was Hecht who had a big hit on Lefevre as he completed the long pass to Brian Jones on the last possession, and the two of them kind of came up talking to each other. Lefevre ultimately had the last laugh on that one, but payback's a you-know-what.
Here they come again. They have made life miserable for the Argo quarterbacks today. The Saskatchewan front 7, have they not? Every time loading it up and bringing it.
Well, 2nd and long, it's no secret that's what you're going to get if you can't produce on 1st down. You look at, by contrast, the Saskatchewan offense. Joe McKnight averaging 10 yards a pop, running the football. They haven't seen a whole lot of 2nd and long today. Makes a quarterback's life a whole lot easier when you stay out of those situations.
Arilahu will kick this out. It's a good boot. Sends Joe Craig back to his 50. Craig has 1 touchdown on a return today, and that will remain that way right now. 29-3, Saskatchewan.
Those tough on the field deserve a truck that's tough on the road. The 2016 GMC Sierra.
Okay, I'm really confused now.